Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to DigiDaily. It's your boy Xanda. I am tired. I'm very tired. As of recording this, I have not seen the newest episode of Digimon Adventure : so there won't be any review this episode. It'll be coming out tomorrow, which will be Sunday. So when this episode's coming out, yes. This whole offsetting stuff is confusing me. So, something that Humulus did a while back, and I did do it, but I didn't do it on camera. Humulus, if you go to his website, humulus.com/digimon/partner is where you can go, and it will randomly select you a rookie level Digimon or a child Digimon to be your partner. Now there was a refresh option, you could refresh it and it would give you another one, but he's locked that away, so whatever you get, you're locked into it. So when I first did it, I was gonna take a screenshot of it. It was Loosemon, which was super cool, because that's that's one hell of a partner Digimon to have. It was Loosemon, and then I refreshed it by accident before I could take the screenshot, and it was someone else, but I don't remember who it was. So we'll just do it again, because there's no real rules against having two partners. Not anymore, at least, ever since the 20th, Willis had two partners, Mirie, I think that's her name, and Redigitize had two partners, so it's allowed. So let's click it. I'll do it live right now. Let's see who we got. I don't know what this thing is trying to tell me. I got Phascomon. Man, I do not know what this thing is trying to tell me. I guess, I'm just destined to have all the bad, super demonic, scary Digimon. Well, if I would have to make a line for Loosemon, geez, I guess you would have to go from Loosemon to, I don't know, who would be a good ultimate for Loosemon? Obviously I would want him to be Loosemon Fall Down mode for his Mega. And then, since we have Phascomon, I would have Phascomon become, Phascomon could evolve into Belphamon, and then they could Jogress, into a Gudamon, I guess. But yeah, I guess, it would be, Phascomon for sure, then it would be, probably Porcupamon or Porcupine, the really creepy, gas mask teddy bear one, which is from his line in the 20th, the Pendulum 20th, and then of course Belphamon would be the Mega, and then Loosemon would be Loosemon. I don't know. It was a good. I don't want to be like Andromon or Devimon, because that's kind of obvious. I want something angelic yet could evolve into a Loosemon, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'd have to look that up. I'll think about it. If you guys have any ideas of what a cool Loosemon line would be, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, all bad boys, all all the evil demonic Digimon are my partners. They're not, who's to say that they're really evil, maybe sometimes they do bad stuff, but it's just I don't really know what to say about that. That's pretty funny. Let's just jump into the episode. Let's actually start with not the V-Pets, but with my actual pet, sort of. Not really. So this is Phil. People have been asking what this thing is. This is Phil. This is a Marimo Moss Ball, and I have it in the background now. I'm supposed to be doing an update on this too every day, but haven't really been able to do it. But this is a Marimo Moss Ball. They're common in Japan under they're usually in I wouldn't say tide pools, but they're usually at the bottom of a tide. They get rolled around by the tide, and it is a type of algae that kind of forms this moss over itself as it rolls. Oh, they lost a little piece there. I should change. It's usually a sign I gotta change the water. So I should definitely change this water and clean him out and squeeze him out. So the way you take care of this, it's nothing too crazy. You just kind of leave it there, shake it around a bit, make sure he's getting some, you know, some movement. When you take him out, you squeeze it, kind of like a sponge. Run it under cold water and keep squeezing all the old water out of it. Dump this water, put new water in it, clean the rocks, and that's really kind of it. These are usually, some people use these inside of aquatic enclosures, you know, like aquariums and whatnot, home aquariums. These are really good for natural filtration. They're cute. Some people use them as low maintenance plants / pets as well, and I had like a mild obsession with these a couple years ago. Never got around to buying one though. I was thinking about getting one for years, and Jess, my girlfriend, got me this at the Philly Flower Show a couple months ago before all this crap happened, and I've been keeping it here since then. In Japan, apparently they also keep these as pets, and they last a really long time. Like, grandparents will pass these down to their kids, and their kids pass it down to their kids. Like, these things can last that long, apparently, as long as you take good care of them, of course. And mine was looking pretty rough not too long ago because it took too long to change the water, but right now, looking pretty good. I think he's looking a lot better because no brown spots. He's getting sufficient light. Water seems to be doing him well too. And yeah, that's what this thing is in the background. That's why it's been back here, because this is also kind of like a pet that we're raising on the show. So people ask here and there, so I wanted to explain that, because again, I'm supposed to be showing it off every day, but I forget sometimes. Nothing much happens with it most of the time, you know. So yeah, let's jump right into the episode now. So we have some good news. So we got the good line. So we got Andromon, so Patamon became Andromon, and then, Agumon became Greymon. So they both have well over, I mean, this is a good win ratio, this is not a good win ratio, but they're both well over their required battles for their next evolution. So training at this point does not matter. You don't really have to train unless you're trying to figure out what their Terra hit is, which is a good idea, especially if you're entering like a tournament, or even if you just want to know that, just you want to win more battles. So other than that, you don't really need to train on these devices anymore at this stage. The only thing that matters now is battles. So, like I said, they both have the required battles. I need to battle more with Andromon because he has a very low win ratio, which gives him a lower chance of evolution. These work a lot like the pendulums do, where the win ratio is very dependent on if they're going to evolve or not. If you have a low win ratio, there's a very high chance you're not going to evolve. And there's nothing I can do to augment that. Like, I can't shake them when they're about to hatch or something like that to add more of a chance. However, I can do more battles, because your win percentage goes into that. It factors into the chances of evolution, but so do the amount of battles. The more battles you do, the more percentage they add to evolution. So I am going to do more battles with them today, but we'll do that in a second, because I do want to give a little quick update on the two Mamemon X's. They are currently still Mamemon X, which is a little worrying. They're not like running out of hearts super quickly, so I don't think we should be worrying yet. Maybe by tonight I'll start worrying. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried, okay? But we should be fine. We should be alright. It's just the fact that they haven't evolved. Hopefully I haven't met some kind of impossible evolution. Like, I haven't met like the requirements for an evolution I haven't unlocked yet, because as it stands, I'm waiting for them to evolve. This last evolution, when they go Mega, is when I'm going to start going into the quest mode and trying to beat it. I just don't want to mess up what I have going on right now, because I think if I get them to max level, it might end up sending me to the top line, which would be on both these devices, Ryudamon and Dorumon, which we've already done already. I want something a bit different. I'm hoping to get Genkumon X, because we have a Jesmon X now. If I get Genkumon X, that means I can show off Jesmon GX, which I haven't seen anyone show off yet. like legitimately. Humulus showed that you can, you know, of course, like, I wouldn't say hack him in, but you can use the debug menu to bring him in and have one immediately. But as far as like the actual animation or everything, I have no idea how it looks like yet. The only animation I've seen so far is Agudamon X, who looks super duper sick. Also, after this run, we're going to need an extra slot on both these devices, which means that we're going to have to clear Area 45 very soon, because that's how you get the secret egg, which I don't know if I said exactly who the secret egg is, but I'll keep it a secret just in case. So let's do some battles on this, and then we're going to call it a day. That's really it. Sadly, 2 people dropped out of the tournament, Sneaks and Lightama, I believe. Lightama's Vademon died, or not died, they had to reset their device, which is a damn shame. They were using the Digivice helper to do some battles, and it froze the device, which scares me, because I was thinking about using the Digivice helper, and now I'm a little scared too, because I don't want to freeze my device, because then that means that we have to reset. And I'd rather not reset, because, you know, we got here, it'll take us about, I think, 2.5 days for them to evolve, so starting from now. So by Monday, or Sunday night, most likely Monday morning, we'll hopefully have a pair of ultimates, which would be, on this side, most likely Metal Greymon, and on this side, I'm going to assume Holy Angemon, but I don't know for sure yet, because who knows, I could have got some care mistakes on these. I could have got like maybe 1 or 2. I don't think so. I did wake up a little late, but I'm pretty sure the hunger meter is still like your average amount of hunger for like the classic Mons, or the classic V-Pets, which is like 4. And Greymon was fine, but Angemon was definitely hungry, but he only needed 3 like pieces of food or meat to be full. So that makes me think that he was not empty, so I should be good. Also, look at this. I think there's some type shenanigans, which is why Angemon is finally winning, because it was an uphill battle. I'm really surprised that they became Angemon. I don't know why I wasn't expecting Angemon. It was just like I said, an uphill battle. Like, you know, Patamon was losing a lot. I didn't know if I did enough. Like, I'm surprised I did 30 training. I wasn't counting. I was... Sorry. Thought these were making noises, just these two. Oh, well, spoke too soon. Either way, I'm really proud of Angemon. It's pretty on brand, really. You know, Patamon got his ass beat quite a lot, and then eventually, finally evolved into Angemon. But then he died. But he came back, and then became Holy Angemon, so... we'll see what happens. I'm very excited for Digimon Adventure tonight, though. I really am. It's not gonna come until like 11, I think, something crazy like that. It comes out pretty late in the East Coast, which is like torturous, because it's simulcast, yeah, but it's about 3 hours after the episode airs in Japan. So the episode's about to air, or it already has aired as I'm filming this, as far as in Japan, but in America, it's not out yet. And again, I'm excited. I want to see what they're going to do, because, like I said, the first episode introduced everything really well, so I'm hoping that we can keep this momentum. I hope we can keep, like, the quality of animation. I'm hoping we can keep, like, just everything that we're doing so far in this show. I want the show to be good. I want it to be successful. I want Digimon to be successful. It's funny, I was talking to a friend the other day, Giraffe God, if you do remember him. I know there's a lot of new folks here, and I can't have my friends on the show much, because I can't even see them because of everything that's going on. So, we were talking, and I remember back in like 2014, 2015, when Try wasn't even done yet, and it was still, you know, coming out. They were on probably the 4th movie, and I was talking about how Digimon is just like, it seems like Bandai is gearing up for like an enormous comeback for Digimon. And he was like, yeah, man, you could like totally called that, because like they're just doing so much now. And it's kind of true, to be honest. It's pretty funny, because 2013 was a really, like, around that era, like 2013 to 2014. It was a really, like, cool time because, you know, for a while Digimon was just a Japanese thing, and it was a fad here in America, and it kind of passed, and there was attempts at reviving it, and it just didn't really work out. And but then, you know, they announced Try. Then they actually was like, hey, we're gonna dub Try. We're gonna show it in American theaters. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then they started coming out with the V-Pets. And even though those were only for Japan, I mean, that's not hard. It wasn't super hard to get it in America. It was a little pricey, but still, you know, we got new V-Pets. And I was like, wow, look at this. We got new V-Pets. Getting a new, you know, a continuation of Adventure. We're getting translations of games that people have been wanting. We still have never got that translation of Redigitized Decode, sadly. I hope we can get a Digimon World collection, kind of like we got a Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth collection. You know, we have, you know, just put in Redigitized Decode and Next Order in one package, and I'll be a happy boy, because I have never played Next Order. I played some of Redigitized, and it's hard. I wouldn't say pretty far in the story, but I don't know how far I got into it, but I was in it for a little bit. Did some of the story stuff, but it was just hard to juggle the raising and the story, because you have to have your Digimon at a certain level to get through the story, but once they reach Ultimate / Mega, they start wanting to die real quickly, and then they die, and then you gotta run back and raise a new one. It was really quite annoying. And the fact that fighting Digimon didn't really give you much stats, you had to train, it was just like, wasn't a huge fan. It got kind of frustrating for me. Maybe I'll try to beat it again. I have it on my PSP, the fan translated ROM of it, but you know, one day I'll try to play it again. But Next Order, from what I hear, fixed pretty much every quality of life issue that Redigitized had. Then again, I heard Decode also did that, but you know, there's no translation of Decode yet, sadly. So, you know, I'd like to see that. Those are two games that I think a lot of people would really, really like, because a lot of people like the original Digimon World games, and I don't think a lot of people know that Next Order exists. I think they'd really like that. But either way, you know, they were giving us translation. What the heck? They were giving us translations of games that we thought were never going to come out in America, and then they decided, hey, we'll release them in America. We'll translate them for you guys. And now it's just like an explosion. I know I keep talking about this, but it's true. It's like an explosion of things. Bandai America finally said, hey, you know what? Let's re-release the 20th in America so that people can play with them. And now we're on Wave 2, going on Wave 3. We have the X3s, we have the new anime, we have the new Digivice that's coming out for Premium Bandai, we have a new card game, we have a new game, which is Survive, which is like brand new. They're trying something real new with this new game, where it's like a visual novel / tactical RPG. It's just amazing. It's just really cool seeing Bandai really try to revive Digimon, as opposed to just like, here's a game, here's a V-Pet every couple, you know, here's a game every couple years, here's a V-Pet every couple months. It's just a bit more, and I appreciate that. Not to say I don't appreciate the V-Pets. I do, I really do. I'm happy they did that in the first place. When they, you know, they started with the 15ths, which was great, but they were just too expensive. But the V-Pets, I think, was when it started becoming more affordable to actually buy and collect and play with. And now that we have American versions, that's even better. Hopefully, like everyone else is hoping, I do hope that Bandai of America does eventually do a Pendulum 20th English. I would absolutely love that, because then I could play with my my one back there, because I want to get a custom shell for it, because the shell for that one is, I wouldn't say broken, but it is a little messed up. So if I can get a custom shell for that and have, like, you know, the English black one, or maybe get a second English one and customize that one, I'd be super happy. I wouldn't rule it out. I don't see why they wouldn't, because after 3 waves of the 20th, I think they'd be done Maybe they do one more 4th wave just for the hell of it with like really, really wacky colors, and then think about gearing up for a Pendulum 20th. I don't really know. I know for sure we're definitely... I had a feeling we were going to get a Wave 3 regardless, but then they kind of confirmed it on their Facebook page. Because we need a Mekumon egg. So most likely this next wave will be all 4 of them will have the Mekumon egg. Or maybe, who knows, maybe they'll try to code in their own, you know, exclusive egg into the device. It's possible. They can do it. Will they? Probably not, but it's possible. So, yeah, I'm going to go now. Really long episode. So I'll try to cut this one back a little bit. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're still watching now, like I always say, you're one of a very small percentage of people that actually watch all the way through. So I always like doing this because I think it's just funny. If you are still watching currently, let me think of something funny. Well, you know what? If you're still watching this currently, let me know your favorite redesign from the new anime series. Do you like the redesigns, yes or no? If you do, who has your favorite redesign? They all vary from pretty different to almost non-existently different, but let me know. I'd like to know. Huge shout out to my patrons, especially Omega Scourge and Casey Joes, our inaugural patron. I really do appreciate it. Links to everything in the description down below. I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Drink your water. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.